Sport lovers, get ready for the hottest sports update on your radio. Sport Vibes live on your Frontier 102.9 FM. We bring you hot takes from football to athletics, boxing, grassroots sports. We break it down, analyze it, and bring you the vibes behind the game. Join us Monday to Friday from 10 to 10:30 a.m. for fresh updates, sharp analysis, and sports stories that matter to you. Don't just hear sports, feel the vibes. Sport Vibes on your Frontier 102.9 FM. Don't miss it.
Yesterday, Atletico Madrid decided their La Liga campaign with a 2-0 win against Malaga. Malaga are just coming from La Liga B, that's second division in the La Liga, in Spanish La Liga, and they won the match 2-0, and just disappointing for everyone that they couldn't score more than 2 goals in that match, and they couldn't even win the first half. They played the 0-0 during the first half of the match, and they scored those 2 goals in the second half. And just like that, we saw the matches that went down in the UEFA Champions League qualification, and I saw in the Europa League qualification. We are going to look at all of them as we are coming to Sport Vibes on your Frontier 102.9 FM. Today, 20th in the month of August, year 2026. My name is Peter OLANIYAN, and you call me Peter Lann. And this morning, we are going to run this through together. So on local scene this morning, Nigeria Tigers, they have unveiled their final roster for the FIBA Basketball World Cup African qualifiers. We have seen the team that traveled to Tunisia for the second round of the competition, and the qualifiers are scheduled to take place from August 27th to 30th. And now with the Tigers now aiming to secure important results on their road to the FIBA Basketball World Cup, the Nigerian team is going to head into the tournament with a blend of experienced campaigners and imagine because we are going to be seeing some new names there as the country looks to strengthen its position in the African qualifying race. And the Tigers, they are going to be hoping to deliver strong performances in Tunisia, and they will take a significant step towards securing qualification for the World Cup. That is what they are waiting for right now. And the final roster features several players with international and professional basketball experience, providing Nigeria with depth and quality across the court. And Nigeria's campaign in Tunisia is expected to be closely watched as the Tigers are going to continue their push for a place at the global basketball showpiece. If we qualify for this one, that means we are going to be showing, and we are going to be seeing their Odan Ogundinron. Is going to be there. Ike Nwamu will be there. Kile Bagada, Chimamuneke Newman here. Josh Okoje, Stanley Okoye, not the Okoye that we all know, but Stanley Okoye, Mane Obaseki will be there. Chimezemetu and Makele Efe Vera is also going to be there. So those are the names we are going to see there. All of them are going to be representing Nigeria. So we all are waiting for them. So they are going to be representing us in Tunisia. That is where that will be taking place. So we have to just gear them up. It's going to be beginning on the 27th of this month, and it's going to end on the 30th of this month. Among other names there are Michael Efe Verbraha, Ebuka Uzondo, Efe Abogidi, and Udoka Azubike. All of them are going to be there to represent Nigeria. And going away from the Tigers, Plateau United there, and as well, Mighty Jets, they have opened their campaigns at the 2026 MPFL Super 6 Invitational Preseason Tournament, and this is going to be having a narrow victory. They had it yesterday, putting both wildcards entrance in an early position of strength. And at Plateau United, they defeated Rivers United. It was just 1-0, but that 1-0 was not for them. That was in the opening fixture at the New York Stadium. While Mighty Jets, they secured an identical victory over Academy Warriors in the second match of the day. They also won 1-0. So Plateau United, they made a brighter start against Rivers United in a tightly contested encounter, and both of them, they showed intensity and determination from the opening whistle to the final whistle of the match, and the hosts eventually broke the deadlock shortly after the half-hour mark when we saw this guy Jubre Ibrahim. He was one that found back of the net to give Plateau United that 1-0 lead. And Rivers United, they responded by increasing the pressure in search of equalizer, but Plateau United's defense line remained compact and disciplined to preserve the advantage until the final whistle. So they won the match 1-0. Mighty Jets, on the other hand, they began their campaign with a hard-fought 1-0 victory over Academy Warriors. Another side was able to break the deadlock in a KG first half. They played the 0-0 in the first half of the match, and Match just eventually took the lead in the 56th minute. And that goal was scored by Usman Menyanga, who converted his opportunity to put the host in front, and that was how the match ended. And Academy Warriors, they pushed forward in search of a response, but Mighty Jets remained resolute and composed at the back and successfully protected their narrow advantage to claim all 3 points in the match. So now, the results has given both Plateau United and Mighty Jets a valuable early boost as the competition continues, while Rivers United and Academy Warriors are going to be looking to recover in their next match. They are going to face each other. So that's going to be match day 2 that will be taking place today. Katsina United against Academy Warriors, and Rangers International are going to play against Rivers United. And away from that preseason match, I'm looking at this one as Confederation of African Football CAF. That's the president of CAF that has congratulated the indomitable lionesses of Cameroon. That's Cameroon Football Federation, FECAFOOT, and the president Samuel Eto'o. Samuel Eto'o, nobody's going to forget this man, what he did back then when he was at Inter Milan and as well back winning champion in the two clubs. And people of Cameroon following their historic triumph at the Total Energies CAF Women's African Cup of Nations WAFCON, that is Morocco 2026. And Cameroon, don't forget that they were crowned champions, African champions for the first time after defeating Malawi 3-0. That was the final they played in Sunday on Sunday at Moula El Hassan Stadium in Rabat. And looking at Cameroon, this is going to be the third time they're going to get to the final. 2002 they got to the final, and also this is the last time the third time they're going to get to the final, and they were able to win. And the victory has brought the content down on an exciting tournament that further underlined the rapid growth, competitiveness, and increasing quality of women's football across Africa. It will have been the last edition where they also played the Morocco that Nigeria Super Falcons won. Nigeria Super Falcons knocked out Cameroon. Now Cameroon are now coming back to win the WAFCON this year. But they played against Malawi, defeating the Malawi 3-0. And Malawi also, this is the first time they are going to the final, and they lost it to Cameroon. For both of them were debutants in the final, and Cameroon had the upper hand and they won it 3-0. So that is why CAF President Patrice Motsepe is congratulating them, and he says he's very happy for them to have won it. I have this one. We have seen a major objective of the ongoing Nigeria Premier Football League's pre-season tournament that is going on right now in Jos, Plateau State, that is going to provide the country's representatives in CAF clubs competition, the match coordination for effective participation. And Chief Operating Officer of the NPFL, Prince Davidson Owume told media shortly after the fixtures draw that took place on Tuesday that the league and the Nigeria Football Federation has resolved to provide a platform as a support for the individual programs of the club. And the players that are playing in this competition, well, it's a preseason competition, it's nothing serious, but this is what is getting them ready for the new season in the NPFL. So they just have to take good care of them for them to get ready for the season that is coming up. And I'll go away from that now and go back to basketball, but female basketball this time around. As Nigeria data great forward, Elizabeth Balogun has joined WNBA side New York Liberty after signing a development player contract with the franchise. The New York Liberty announced the move. They also welcomed the Nigerian star to the team as she takes another step in her professional basketball career. And this same Elizabeth Balogun I'm talking about, she was previously part of Nigeria's data grade squad for the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament in preparation for the Tokyo 2020 Olympic. That was last 6 years Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games, and her move to the Liberty represents another opportunity for the Nigerian international to compete at the highest level of women's basketball and further develop her career in the WNBA. And she's now going to look to make an impact with the New York-based franchise as the Liberty continue their campaign in the WNBA. So good one for her for her to have moved to another place. And to Cape Verde have appointed Humbanto Bentancur as their new head coach of the national team. And Bentancur has succeeded Bobista. Bobista departed his role with the Blue Sharks after accepting an appointment with Moroccan club RS Berkane. The RS Berkane are going to play in the Champions League. Not just for Champions League, but CAF Champions League. And the new coach is now going to take charge of the Cape Verde as the team prepares for upcoming international assignments, and they look to build on the progress that was made under his predecessor. Bentancur is expected to begin work immediately as the Cape Verde Football Federation seeks to maintain the national team's competitive momentum. We also saw how they play in the World Cup, scoring goals and even drawing some matches. They didn't even lose any match in regulation time until they got to the extra time. The games against Argentina, which they lost after they conceded 2 goals. They conceded 3 goals and they scored 2 goals against Argentina. That was what knocked them out of the World Cup. And quickly to Egypt now, as the Egypt national head coach Hossein Hassan, who was reportedly hospitalized following an alleged family dispute involving his 2 wives. Hey. Of course, he has 2 wives. According to reports we got from there, several Spanish media outlets, the Pharaoh's manager experienced discomfort during the heated dispute between his 2 wives and was subsequently admitted to hospital for medical attention. And reports further claims that Hassan has since initiated divorce proceedings against his first wife following the incident. So, but as it is right now, he's in the hospital. And now to Toby Gold, a Nigeria talent, hurdle star, hurdle master. Toby Amushon, Toby Gold, we all know how to beat, to have set record and broken the record herself, and she said to compete at the 2026 Athlos, the women's only professional track and field series. And this Nigerian I'm talking about, say hurdler, we all know, she's going to race in the 100 meters hurdles as both legs of the event. She's going to represent us there. And the first leg is going to take place at the Stonex Stadium in London. That will be taking place on September 18, followed by the finale at the Ancient Stadium in New York City. That will be taking place by October 2. And don't forget that Athlos, founded by Alois Obena, is an all-female professional meet that is going to be featuring high prize money and a distinctive presentation style. That is what everyone is going to be looking at there. And talking about Toby Amuson, she's going to be participating there, and that is going to be adding a significant star to the 100 meters hurdles fields as the series expands with first international stop in London this year. And now we are going to be seeing her in action representing Nigeria. I will remember what he did back in 2022 when she set her own record and broke it the same night, finishing the 100 meters hurdle in 10.12 seconds, and then if she finished in 12.12 seconds, and she broke the record in the same night by finishing in 10.12 seconds. Now Kano Pillars, that's where I'm going right now, as the assistant coach of the club. Suleiman Kamil Folani has successfully completed his CAF coaching certification in Liberia, and the coaching qualification marks another significant milestone in Kamil's career and highlights his commitment to continuous professional development. That's a good one for him. He has been there in Liberia for that training, and now he has graduated and he has been given the certificate, and this is going to give him a chance to be a full coach, not assistant coach this time around. And now let's go to other sports and look at what's going on there. There are many things going on local scene, but because of our time, I know we won't be able to take all of them. But I have to have this one before I go to other sports. As Nigerian athletes Miracle Ezechukwu and Chigozie Nwankwo, they have made official visits to the University of Texas and the University of Oregon following their participation at the World Under-20 Championship. And the visit is going to be, in fact, it's provided the two young athletes with an opportunity to tour the universities made. They are going to meet with their respective athletic programs, and they are also going to explore potential opportunities for their continued development. That's a very good and nice one for them. And now let's go to that sport and look at what's going on there. I'll start from Formula 1 this morning, as Mercedes James Allison has outlined Formula 1 team's targets for the rest of 2026 season. As championship leader, they are going to be bidding to stay ahead of rivals. Which drivers are we talking about? Ferrari, Red Bull and others. So the Silver Arrows, they lead both World Championship races, but they have only seen Kimi Antonelli and Pedroso both finish in the top 6 of the same race once in the last 7 Grand Prix. And in tennis, Coco Gauff and 3 other American women have won the Cincinnati Open singles title this century, and I'm going to look at some of them. Well, I'll talk about the 3 of them. Coco Gauff, Rena Zabalenka, and as well Lindsay Davenport. Just 3 of them. And in boxing, Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury could have more than bragging rights at stake when they finally meet each other, with the winner potentially earning an opportunity to challenge for the WBC heavyweight title. And this long-awaited British showdown is expected to take place in New York in November. It's going to be this year at least. Don't reach. And although an official announcement is yet to be made, and Fury has, however, strongly hinted that confirmation of the bout is imminent, that is going to be having that fight against Anthony Joshua. And Joshua and Fury, they have been on coalition course for more than a decade, if I'm not mistaken, but they have never faced each other, while either man have held the world heavyweight title, and their eventual meeting is expected to be contested without a championship belt on the line. So it's not going to be an exhibition fight, but it's going to be a serious one, but belt is not involved. But the winner could move into position for a short WBC champion. Agit Kabaye might be facing either of them, but who became the organization's title holder out of the Usyk vacated the belt. He dropped the belt that, okay, you guys can come and fight for this one. So whoever wins the belt is the one that's going to be having that fight against either Anthony Joshua or Tyson Fury. Whoever wins is the one that's going to be fighting Kabaye. And Kabaye is expected to make the first defense of his title later this year, before potentially facing either Anthony Joshua, like I said earlier, or Tyson Fury. And that Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, the winner facing Kabaye, is going to be happening next year, not this year again. And the BBC president Mauricio Suleiman has backed the idea of making the Joshua Fury bout a final eliminator for the heavyweight championship. So we all are waiting for the final of this for the winner of this fight. And that is all we are going to have on another sport. Now let's go to all the European football stories and look at what's going on there. And don't forget, you can watch us live on Facebook. You are Frontier 102.9 FM. You are Frontier 102.9 FM on Facebook. Then you are going to be watching us live and direct. And in another sport this morning, go to let me see, Man U and Brighton, and they are looking at Baleba as a man they want to have in the club. Yes, Manchester United, they have attracted to Baleba's tactical versatility, but it can't be an instant starter at Manchester United. I have to tell you that even though Man U are looking at him as a potential man that might be coming to come and play for them, he might not have a good playing time there at Manchester United. And I go from that one now. Let's quickly look at some transfer rumors that's going on right now. If I have to tell us that if Man City, if they really want to sign Enzo Fernandez, they will have to pay Chelsea 140 million euros. That is, according to Chelsea, 140 million euros. And don't forget that they also said that if they wanted to sign him, that they should come 5 p.m. that day, but the 5 p.m. don't pass. So they had to pay up to 140 million euros before they are going to be thinking of signing Enzo Fernandez from Chelsea. That is what Chelsea are telling Man City right now. I mean, Tottenham Hotspur are expected to end the transfer window with a flourish. Robert Dijabis ambitious outfits are plotting the acquisition of Savinho from Man City and Liverpool's Godigapo and a new centre forward. They are looking for a way to revamp Tottenham Hotspur to come and be a disturbing figure like they have been in the EPL. Before I take other things, I'll look at some records that might not be broken, that might not be easily broken. But before then, let's look at the matches that went on yesterday. The major one was that Atletico Madrid won their match against Malaga 2-0. But today by 8 p.m., Rayo Vallecano play against Deportivo Alaves. And Europa League qualification, Kairat Almaty will play against Anderlecht by 4 p.m. And by 5 p.m. we are going to see Jalonia Beastok. They play against Ibera 1999. Mishabi will play against Salzburg by 5 o'clock as well. And by 6 p.m. Besiktas against Kano Zagreus. Nashia will play Lena Stone. Lech Poznan will be receiving Son. Transbospa will play against Ferencváros Budapest. University Craiova, they are going to play against Ararat Armenia. And by 7 o'clock, Red Star, they are going to play Victoria Pleasant. Or LFA Crete, they are going to play against CSK Sofia. St. Trudon will play Omonia Nicosia, and by 8 o'clock, Benfica will play AGF. And in Conference League qualification, this is going to be the final round. Intertoku will play against Copenhagen by 5 o'clock. Same time, we are going to see Lincoln Redims playing against Lann. And by 6 o'clock, Midtjylland will play Rijeka. Nordsjælland will play St. Gallen. By 6 o'clock as well, Tromsø will play against Brighton and Overborn. By 6:30, Klasvik will play Riga. Panathinaikos, PAOK Thessaloniki will play Brand. Greater Interclub, the Escalades. In fact, there are a lot of matches in the Conference League qualifications. Then, if time permits, I'm going to look at them. But there are some records that might be very hard for anyone to break in the APL. And the first of all is James Mina as the Premier League's all-time record appearance holder. And he made his debut back in year 2002 when he played at Leeds United, and he won titles with Manchester City, and as well won with Liverpool and overtook Gareth Barry last season. And this man, he had 658 appearances in the APL. Nobody is even close. Another one that might be hard to break is Chelsea, conceding only 15 goals in 38 matches as they won the title with Jose Mourinho's first season as a manager back in 2004-2005 season, and they conceded just 15 goals in the season. Another one is 2 years before going on invincible, Arsenal, they broke the record for scoring in consecutive matches between May 2001 and November 2002. They scored throughout 55 goals. Another one is Arsene Wenger's Arsenal Invincible that went unbeaten for 49 matches between May 2003 to October 2004, including all of the 2003-2004 season, and they are the only team in Premier League history to go a full campaign without losing any match. And throughout that time, they played 49 matches without losing any of them. Bad as it be, they draw. They didn't lose any of them. And Chelsea, they remain unbeaten at Stamford Bridge in the Premier League between March 2004 and October 2004, spanning 86 matches and 4 different managers. Jose Mourinho oversaw 60 of those matches they played. Out of 86, Jose Mourinho was in charge of 60. Meanwhile, postponed 7-4 reading they defeated Reading 7-4. That was in September 2007. This one remains the only 11-goal match in Premier League history. And Pompey striker Benjamin scored an hat-trick in that match. Another one is Alex Ferguson's Manchester United, as they kept 14 clean sheets in a row between November 2008 and February 2009 on their way to a third consecutive title. And now 14 clean sheets go easy around. And Alan Shearer is the Premier League's record goal scorer, and he has 260 goals in the EPL. And he spent 14 years in EPL with Blackburn and then his hometown club Newcastle. That's where he hung his boot. Meanwhile, Manchester City defeated Southampton on the final day of the 2017-2018 season, and they became the first and only Premier League team to reach a century of points. It was the first of Pep Guardiola's 6 titles. First time finishing the league with 100 points, and no one has done that in the EPL. So those records might be very hard to break, and I have to tell you that. And that is all we are going to have this morning on Sport Vibes of your Frontier 102.9 FM. And tomorrow, Friday, is going to be another edition of the program on your Frontier 102.9 FM. Join us by then. And on Facebook this morning, Ayo Mide says good morning. We'll say good morning to you too. And as well, Felix Oluwasegun says good morning, good job. All right, thank you for being there this morning. They are watching us on Facebook. Join us tomorrow for another fantastic edition of the program. Like I said earlier, my name is Peter OLANIYAN, and you call me Peter Lann. Good morning to you, and bye for now.